Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stacey Skryzak. We are digging deeper into the death of Sonya Massey at the hands of a Sangamon County deputy. On July 6, Sonya called the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office with concerns about a prowler. While responding to the call, former deputy Sean Grayson shot and killed Sonya. Tonight, we're learning whether the deputies were aware of Sonya Massey's mental health issues before arriving on the scene. News Channel 20's Carson Gordy joins us live in Springfield with the very latest. Carson?
Deputies were at Sonya Massey's home just hours before she was fatally shot, but Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell says it was unclear whether the deputies knew that. Dispatch records show that on July 5th at 12:49 p.m., a call was logged under 2868 Hoover Avenue, the home of Sonya Massey. The records show that her car window was broken, how a Sangamon County deputy made sure that she made it to the hospital safely, and how she received treatment for her mental state. While there were details from that previous call, Campbell says he doesn't know if they were accessed.
There's times that dispatchers may give them, we call it call history. Dispatchers sometimes just volunteer it to the deputy while they're en route, and sometimes the deputy will ask for it. I'm not aware of what they were told or what they asked for.
I asked Sangamon County Dispatch whether providing background information about previous calls would be a useful resource for deputies responding to a location. They said in part, quote, "Useful, yes, but not practical. Researching each call history would take time. The 911 system is predicated on providing the fastest assistance. Most would not wish delays when having a 911 call about a prowler." I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that update, Carson. We have received documents from Sangamon County that cover the investigation. Coming up tonight on News Channel 20 at 10, you can learn more about the investigation into Grayson and the second deputy. Well, area bikers are planning a ride in honor of Sonya Massey this weekend. Bikers will meet up at 1704 East Cook Street in Springfield around 2 p.m. before heading out a half hour later. The ride is set to go past the new memorial to Sonya in the capital city. For more information on the ride, head over to newschannel20.com. Sean Grayson is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder for the death of Sonya Massey. He's also facing charges of aggravated battery with a firearm and official misconduct. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. A judge denied him pre-trial release. He is set to be back in court later this month. Today marks nearly 4 weeks since Sonya Massey was shot and killed in her Sangamon County home. 2 deputies responded to Massey's home on Hoover Avenue just after 1 a.m. on July 6th. After they entered her home, the situation escalated to then Deputy Sean Grayson firing at Massey and killing her. Grayson has since been charged and fired, but both deputies were placed on administrative leave during the investigation. But we have learned today that the second deputy who witnessed the shooting has returned to work. News Channel 20's Carson Gordy joins us live in Sangamon County with the latest. Carson?
Sangamon County Communication Director Jeff Wilhite confirmed that the unnamed deputy is no longer on paid administrative leave. The deputy has returned to the office, but he's not yet returned to going back out on patrol. However, the deputy is still under internal investigation by the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department for what happened at Sonya Massey's home. This is not a criminal investigation. Body camera footage shows that the deputy never fired a shot and provided medical aid for Massey. Sheriff Jack Campbell says he has not read his office's interview with the deputy after the shooting and has viewed the body cam footage once.
He did nothing wrong here, so egregious that he should not be a police officer anymore. But we need to work with him. We need to make sure that mentally, that it's safe for him to work.
The Illinois State Police told me they finished their investigation into the deputy's actions on July 6 and has sent over the case to the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office. When I reached out to the county, I asked if the State's Attorney, John Milheiser, plans to file criminal charges. I was told at this time, no comment. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
Thanks, Carson. We did receive documents from Sangamon County that cover the investigation. We're going to take a deeper dive into that investigation into Sean Grayson and the second deputy. That's coming up tonight on News Channel 20 at 10.
And right now, the former deputy who shot and killed Sonya Massey is still awaiting his preliminary hearing. Sean Grayson was ordered to remain in custody after being charged with 3 counts of murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. And you can find more coverage on Sonya Massey's death over on our website, newschannel20.com. We'll also have the latest update on air and on our social media pages.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Today marks nearly 4 weeks since Sonya Massey was shot and killed in her Sangamon County home. 2 deputies responded to Massey's home on Hoover Avenue just after 1 a.m. on July 6th. After they entered her home, the situation escalated to then Deputy Sean Grayson firing at Massey, killing her. Grayson has since been charged and fired, but both deputies were placed on administrative leave during the investigation. Well, we've obtained Sean Grayson's disciplinary file from Sangamon County, and it reports on the Sheriff's Department's internal investigation days after Sonya Massey's death. News Channel 20's Carson Gordy joins us in studio after digging through the documents. Carson?
After the fatal shooting of Sonya Massey, Sangamon County Sheriff's Office reviewed the body cam footage, the individual reports, and the interviews of both Sean Grayson and the unnamed deputy to decide whether they would be fired. According to Sangamon County documents, the Sheriff's Office determined that Sean Grayson violated 6 department policies after fatally shooting Sonya Massey.
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay. This includes use of force for using his gun, standard of conduct for his language before and after the shooting, and not providing medical aid, and insubordination for refusing to answer any question during his internal affairs review, even after being ordered by Lieutenant Wes Wooden. The other deputy, whose name has not been released, is still under internal investigation by the Sheriff's Office for policy violation, but it's not involving criminal repercussions.
You know, he did nothing wrong here, so egregious that he should not be a police officer anymore. But we need to work with him. We need to make sure that mentally, you know, that it's safe for him to work.
The unnamed deputy was interviewed by the sheriffs in July. When asked if he felt threatened by Massey's hot pot of water, he stated in part, "Not necessarily. Once you started walking that way, I walked the other direction." In the video, the deputy is seen drawing his firearm after Grayson drew his, but the deputy did not fire any shots and provided medical assistance to Massey. How's he doing?
Not very well. He's devastated. As our office is. And, you know, he was in shock, and, you know, he's now in disbelief.
Sangamon County confirmed that the unnamed deputy is no longer on paid administrative leave. He's back in the office, but he's not back to patrol duty. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Carson. Sangamon County State's Attorney John Milhiser said no comment when asked whether he's looking at criminal charges for the deputy. Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.